Dear students, from the last class we are discussing about drugs and alcohol abuse. The commonly used drugs are opioids, cannabinoids and coca alkaloids. These things we have discussed in the last class. I will continue the same concept, drug and alcohol abuse, in this class also. Barbiturates, amphetamines, benzodiazepines, lysergic acid diethyamides or LSD are commonly used as medicines. Means there are some drugs which are used as medicines because these drugs cope up with the mental illness. Some drugs cope up with the mental illness of the patient. There are some drugs which cope up with the mental illness like depression or insomnia. There are some drugs which cope up with the mental illness of the patient like depression and insomnia. Insomnia means sleeplessness. Insomnia means sleeplessness or inability to sleep. And morphine is a very effective sedative. Morphine is a effective sedative, means which induces sleep, and painkiller. Morphine is a sedative. In the last class only we have discussed about morphine. It is a sedative, means induces sleep, and it is a painkiller. It is a painkiller and useful to cure the surgery pain. In order to cure the surgery pain, morphine drug is useful. And several plants, fruits and seeds are used in folk medicine, religious ceremonies and rituals. Some plants, fruits and seeds are used in folk medicine, religious ceremonies and in rituals. Means religious ceremonies in some functions like marriages and all. These several different types of plants, fruits and seeds are used. When these drugs are taken for a purpose other than medicinal use or in amount or frequency that impairs one's physical, physiological and psychological functions, that constitutes drug abuse. Whenever a doctor prescribes a particular medicine containing drug for few number of days, for that particular number of days only patient need to take that particular medicine containing drugs. Suppose that patient continuously taking the medicine even though doctor is not prescribed for longer period of time, then that may leads to the physical, physiological and psychological functions of the patient varies, or that may affects on continuously taking the particular medicines which is not prescribed by the doctors for longer period of time, that affects on physical, psychological and physiological functions of the patient. Then it is called as drug abuse. So one need to take these drugs which are present in the medicines in order to cure the diseases or in order to cure the pains, and that too in the amounts or frequency that is prescribed by the doctor. One should not take these drugs or medicines for longer period of time without consulting the doctors. If anyone is taking medicines for longer period of time without consulting the doctor, then that is called as drug abuse, because in medicines drugs are present. The patient is abused to particular type of drug. And tobacco is smoked or chewed or used as a snuff. Tobacco is smoked in the form of bidi or in the form of cigarettes. This tobacco is smoked or it may be chewed. It may be chewed or used as a snuff. It contains larger amount of chemical substances, that is alkaline nicotine. Tobacco contains large amount of chemical substances like an alkaloid nicotine. Nicotine stimulates the adrenal gland to release adrenaline. Nicotine stimulates the adrenal gland. Nicotine stimulates the adrenal gland. The stimulated adrenal gland releases the hormone that is called adrenaline. After stimulated by the nicotine, adrenal gland release or secretes. Adrenal gland release or secrete the hormone called adrenaline or noradrenaline hormone. Stimulated adrenal gland releases either adrenaline hormone or noradrenaline hormone into the bloodstream. This adrenaline and noradrenaline hormone increases the blood pressure and heart rate of heartbeat. Adrenaline and noradrenaline hormone increases the heartbeat rate and blood pressure. So, smoking increases the incidence of lung cancer. Smoking increases the chances of getting lung cancer, urinary bladder cancer, throat cancer, and bronchitis, emphysema, coronary heart disease, gastric ulcer, etc. About bronchitis, emphysema, coronary heart disease, these things we have discussed in first year. You have studied about these diseases in first year. Bronchitis and emphysema both are related to respiratory tract disease. Difficulty in breathing or reduce in the surface of the alveoli. Bronchitis and emphysema. Then coronary heart disease. It is the disease related to heart, coronary heart disease. Tobacco chewing is associated with the increased risk of oral cavity cancer. Tobacco chewing tobacco, mainly it may leads to the risk of getting oral cavity cancer or mouth cancer. And smoking increases carbon monoxide content in the blood. Smoking increases the carbon monoxide content or concentration of carbon monoxide in the blood, and it reduces the concentration of heme-bound oxygen. It reduces the concentration of heme-bound oxygen, which leads to deficiency of oxygen in the blood. Means mainly increase in the concentration of carbon dioxide in the blood reduces the binding of hemoglobin, binding of oxygen to the hemoglobin. When hemoglobin is not bounded by the oxygen, that leads to deficiency of oxygen in the body. So this is about drugs abuse. Now let us discuss about adolescence and drug or alcohol abuse. Adolescence and drug or alcohol abuse. Adolescence and drug or alcohol abuse. Adolescents are the teenage years. Adolescents are nothing but the teenage years between 13 and 19 years. Adolescents are the teenage years between 13 and 19, and it can be considered the transitional stage from childhood to adulthood. Adolescents can be considered as the transitional stage from childhood to adulthood. A transitional stage between childhood to adulthood is called as adolescence, means the age between 13 to 19. The period between 12 to 18 years of age may be thought of as adolescence period. The age group between 12 to 18 years is usually considered as adolescence period. In this adolescence period, a child becomes mature in attitudes. In the adolescence period, a child becomes mature in the attitudes and beliefs for effective participation in society. Adolescence period. Usually, in the adolescence period, the mentality of the child changes. Attitude of the child changes. And in this period, the biological and behavioral changes also occurs in the child. Biological means development of secondary sexual characters. And in the adolescence period only, the development of secondary sexual characters takes place. For example, in case of boys, the development of the beard or mustache, then development of hairs under the arms, or the development of pubic hairs. Development of hairs under the arms or in the pubic region takes place in both boys and girls. Then change in the voice. Then development of breast in case of girls. So these are some of the secondary sexual characters. In the adolescence period, the biological changes takes place in case of both boys and girls. Then the mental and psychological development of the child occurs in the adolescence period. In this period, the mental development and psychological development of the child takes place. The main causes of drug or alcohol use. Main causes for drug or alcohol use. Causes for drug or alcohol use. In the adolescence period, most of the children are addicted to drugs or to alcohol in their adolescence period itself. What are the main causes for drug or alcohol use in the adolescence period? The main causes are, one is curiosity. First one is curiosity and exploration. Curiosity and exploration is the main cause for drug or alcohol use. Curiosity, which is need for adventure. Curiosity, need for adventure and excitement and experimentation. Here, a child in the adolescence period is having too much of curiosity about all the things. Having too much of curiosity about the drugs or about the alcohol or those who are taking alcohol and drugs, by seeing them, child or children may develop curiosity about these drugs and alcohol. Curiosity and exploration is the main cause for the drug or alcohol use. And having curiosity about these things motivate the child or children to undergo experiment. Then the second reason is stress. Second cause is the stress. Stress from the stress which develops from pressures to excel in academics or examinations. Stress which develops from the pressure to excel in academics or examinations. Some children are facing the pressures, or they are facing some stress which develops from the pressures from the relatives or from the parents to get good marks in their academics or to get first rank. So pressures to excel in the academics or in the examinations develops stress. Due to that stress, children may get addicted to drugs or alcohol. Then another reason is television, television or movies. Watching TV or television may also affect on the minds of the children. Due to that, they may get addicted to drug or alcohol use. Television, movies, then newspaper, internet, especially internet, these are the main causes for drug or alcohol use. And this TV, medias, TV, newspaper, internet, etc. promote the children to get addicted to drug or alcohol use sometimes. Then unstable or unsupportive family structures. Unstable or unsupportive family, unstable or unsupportive family structures. And peer pressure. Unstable and unsupportive family structures means, suppose if a child is facing problem in the family, that means, for example, if there is no proper understanding between father and mother, or if environmental condition is not good in the house, unstable or unsupportive family structures. And suppose if parents are not bothering about the children's studies or education, etc., these things may promote the child to get addicted to drug or alcohol use. So these are the main causes for drug or alcohol use. Then next one is addiction and dependence. Addiction and dependence. Addiction and dependence. Addiction means it is a psychological attachment to certain effects. Addiction is a psychological attachment to certain effects like euphoria and a temporary feeling of well-being which is associated with drugs and alcohol. Psychological attachment to certain effects such as euphoria and a temporary feeling of well-being. Temporary feeling of well-being associated with drugs and alcohol. Temporary feeling of well-being means in that time, in that particular time, that child or children will feel that they are in good condition or they are very happy. Then euphoria means intense happiness or intense excitement. Intense happiness or excitement that may leads to addiction of a child to drugs or alcohol. Addiction is a psychological attachment to certain effects such as euphoria and temporary feeling of well-being associated with drugs and alcohol. Means such children feel that when they are taking drugs or when they are taking alcohol, at that time only they will be happy. They feel that they are very happy. That leads to addiction to drugs and alcohol. Addiction drives people to take them even when these are not needed or even when their use becomes self-destructive. Due to addiction to alcohol or drugs, individuals, even though it is not necessary, they will take the drugs or alcohol continuously, daily. And intake of alcohol or drugs becomes self-destructive, means it will harm their own body. Repeated use of drugs increases the tolerance level of the receptors present in their body. In repeated use of drugs, means repeatedly if any person is taking drugs, then slowly the receptors which are present in the body of the person to receive the drugs increases its tolerance level. Slowly that person need to increase the dose of drugs what he is taking. Daily or slowly he will increase the dose of particular drugs. Consequently, the receptors respond only to higher doses of drugs. Slowly, the receptors for the drugs present in the body of the person respond only when he is taking higher doses of drugs or higher doses of alcohol, which leads to increase in intake of drugs or alcohol, and also it increases addiction to drugs and alcohol. Day by day, slowly that individual increases the doses of drugs or alcohol what he is taking. It should be clearly borne in mind that use of these drugs even once can be a forerunner to addiction. The addictive potential of drugs and alcohol pull the user into a vicious circle leading to their regular use. Regular use means abuse, from which he may not be able to get out. One day when he is in tension, at that time he will start taking drugs or alcohol. Slowly his body is getting adjusted to that particular type of alcohol or particular type of drug. Then continuously, means daily, he will practice the intake of drugs or alcohol. Then it is called as drugs and alcohol abuse. In the absence of any guidance or counseling, the person gets addicted to drugs or alcohol and he becomes dependent on their use. Dependence is the tendency of the body to manifest a characteristic and unpleasant withdrawal syndrome if regular dose of drugs or alcohol is abruptly discontinued. When a person is forcefully interrupted by the intake of drugs or alcohol, then he will not be stable. mentally he will not be stable. That says that the person is particularly addicted to particular type of alcohol or addicted to drugs. That shows his dependence towards the drugs or alcohol. Dependence is the tendency of the body to manifest a characteristic and unpleasant withdrawal syndrome if regular dose of drugs or alcohol is abruptly discontinued. And this is characterized by anxiety. Some of the changes, physiological or mental changes which we can see in the individual who are addicted to drugs or alcohol when they did not get the particular dose of alcohol or drugs. Then they will show some symptoms like anxiety, shakiness, nausea, sweating, and these symptoms may be relieved when use is resumed again. If a person is forcibly stopped to take alcohol or drugs for one day, then we can observe some of the symptoms in that person like anxiety, tension, shakiness, shaking of hands, legs, etc. Then nausea and sweating. When we give the particular dose of the particular drugs or alcohol to that person, then all these symptoms may be relieved. He will become normal. In some cases, withdrawal symptoms can be severe and even life-threatening, and the person may need medical supervision. Suppose an individual is addicted to a particular type of drug or alcohol and he didn't get drug or alcohol for about 1 or 2 days. Then we can observe some severe symptom in that individual, and that may be life-threatening also. Then person may need medical supervision. Dependence leads the patient to ignore all social norms in order to get sufficient funds to satiate his or her needs, and this results in many social adjustment problems. The person needs money. Every day he needs money to buy the particular type of drug or alcohol, and that will disturb the peace in that particular family. This is about addiction and dependence. About effects of drug or alcohol abuse and prevention and control of drug and alcohol abuse we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.